for? Two elite wide receivers. They bring a great skill set and swagger, hoping to use this showcase to show they are the top receiver in the country. Welcome to Oxford, Mississippi, and Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home field of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see the #3 team in the country, the BYU Cougars, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kurt Herbstreit. Kurt, let's get right to the action. The Cougars will kick this deep to begin the game. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the quarterback keeps it here. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option. They actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read. And then they corral him for a loss. You can tell they worked hard on that in practice.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Tries the right with a quick throw. The junior tried to take a shot, but overthrows his man. Fans around the country got their eyes on this matchup. Kirk, this is going to be fun. It doesn't happen often enough in college football, an early season collision of top 5 teams.
Yeah, you love to see a test early in the year for the players and the coaches because you find out all that work you put in the summer. You think you got a good football team, and now you get a chance to go up against one of the top teams in the country. I'm just glad we're here to witness it.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. The receiver makes the catch. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big 3rd down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
Brought down and crosses midfield to the 46. The Rebels hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. A quick throw out left, complete. Finds room at the 30. Touchdown, Rebels. They connect for 6.
Well, this is a great way to start this game for this offense. Everything seems to be clicking. Quarterback's making great decisions. Here he makes a perfect throw to the receiver for a nice touchdown to get this game started right.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. QB decides to keep it here.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Just underway, and This home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. And the back gets the football. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Wide open downfield. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
This BYU offense is quickly moving down the field. Using his legs, it's Rodriguez. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Finding space at the 20. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Brigham Young. He just breaks away and takes it to the house from distance. That's an elite running back type of play.
You know, when he got out into the open field, I didn't know if he had the speed to take that thing all the way to the house, but he does. That's next level speed.
And the PAT is good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. He escapes the pocket. Looking to scramble now. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
You know, they tried to catch this defense napping on 1st and 10 by taking a shot downfield, but the defense does their job. They've got everybody covered, but I'm telling you, you better account for this quarterback because he can take off when things aren't there and use his legs, and he does that for the first down.
They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Well, defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
And the Rebels with 1st and 10 here. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Pulls it in. It's Douglas. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards, and they stay ahead of the sticks.
Looking to throw again. And that catch is hauled in. And the Rebels pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Will not be brought down. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Chris, I don't care what era we're talking about in college football. Defending the option when it's really well executed, one of the toughest things that defense can do, and this quarterback deserves a lot of credit. A great feel of when to pull it and when to give it. This time he keeps it himself for the touchdown.
The extra point gives him a 14-7 lead. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They're going to run it here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
So a 2nd and 7 after the 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. He's got the first and still going. He's found some room at the 45. Finally brought down after an explosive play for this offense. Big gain.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
So the explosive play changes the complexion of the drive. They're set up outside the 30 now. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Caught in the backfield. It's Janowski. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Chris, man, I have no idea how you let that guy get that open. You know for a fact, all week long, in fact, they brought it up in our meetings yesterday, that they've got to stop this receiver, and then you lose track of him, and they're lucky that didn't go as a touchdown.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And Kirk, it's Ole Miss on top. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped into the field, ready now for the second period.
14, BYU.
Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. From the shotgun, handoff inside. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And we're able to get him down. Second down and goal upcoming. Looking to pass this time. Launching one to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, BYU.
Great job by this offense, answering the bell and getting 6 on the board. We're just an extra point from this thing being all tied up, and you got to think the scoreboard operator isn't done just yet today.
And they tack on the extra point. The BAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. And the Rebels offense back out on the field. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Same tailback, another carry. Nowhere to run up the middle. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Short throw complete to the tight end. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Rebels will look to convert here on 4th down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. 4th down. He's throwing for it. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's hauled in. What a catch. They make the stop after a big gain all the way to the 34.
Bit of a risky decision here to go for it on your own side of the 50, but guess what? They make it work. Keep the sticks moving.
And the Rebels lining up here on 1st and 10. And the quarterback dropping back. Moves out of the pocket. On the run here, lets it go. A little bit too much air on that throw by the junior quarterback.
You know, the outcut is a routine throw, but it really illustrates how much time the quarterback and receiver have worked on this route. Because the more you work on it, you can close your eyes and make this throw. But it's not easy if you don't put a lot of reps in.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from the 34. It's a quarterback keeper. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
There's great discipline by this defense. Assignment football at its finest. They're able to string the quarterback out, shut him down to prevent the first down.
So now from the 29, it's 3rd down and short. Let's see what the play call is going to be here. Already in field goal range, but of course, thinking touchdown. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
And I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on 3rd down. Now, big decision coming up here on 4th.
And the Rebels will look to convert here on 4th down. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Nice grab. It's Douglas. Gain moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback hitting his receiver. And the ball comes out that fast to put so much pressure on the defense to locate the football, let alone trying to get their hands on it.
The Rebels look to keep this drive moving. They'll try the option play here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, that was a disaster here for this quarterback on the option play. Not only does he not pick up any yards, he ends up going backwards trying to make a play, and now they're way behind the sticks.
Been a really solid drive, but now a challenge here coming up on 2nd and 13. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line, the offense threatening here.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, and it puts a premium on a receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute timeout. And the Rebels looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. just as he releases the ball, it's incomplete.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Second down, we're going to throw it. He bought some time, now lets it go. The junior trying to take a shot, but overthrows his man.
Well, there's 2 straight incompletions now, and it's going to bring up a big 3rd and goal. Remember, don't be afraid to expand that playbook. You don't have to always look to throw the ball, especially after a couple incompletions. Don't be afraid to run the football. Your back can get to the end zone.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Well, if nobody's open, you can't risk the possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench.
And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And with that, they retake the lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense trying to find a way to get this drive going. It's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Quick completion to the tight end. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Well, a huge hit there. You half expected to see the ball come loose, but a great job to hang on to.
Boy, great concentration by the tight end to be able to come up with that catch, but the defense showing how physical they are. When that tight end gets his hands on the ball, they are going to lower the boom.
3rd down upcoming after that completion. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. A deep shot to the left side. Hauls it in outside the 10 and still running. And a huge gain. They finally bring him down at the 11. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. This offense showing their explosive ability. One huge play, and they're set up in the red zone. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, drops back. Incomplete, and that shot to the end zone.
That ball just seemed to sail on. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And he's got it, no problem. And that will tie the score as halftime approaches. So they settle for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. Off the play fake on first down. The pocket breaking down. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
Here's a screen pass to the running back. That'll pick up a first down. They'll spot it at the 38. And the Rebels will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Grab near the sticks. It's Douglas. Tackle made after a huge gain all the way to the 40.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
On first and 10, looking to throw. Looking to scramble. Under pressure, just lets it go. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. Going to bring up second down.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country. And they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
And throwing again on second and 10. Fires it to the wideout. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
This will likely be the last play of the half. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And he'll drop back here on third down. On the move now. And he'll just throw it away now. Couldn't make anything happen. And that's now going to bring up fourth down. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. This will be interesting. They're going to trust the kicker from 57 yards out. Can he get it there? Oh, he missed it. Off target that time. He missed it. The game remains tied. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Rebels will kick this away to start the second half. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. So the BYU offense comes back out onto the field. They're looking for some points to jump on top here as we get the third quarter going. He shreds the tackle.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, you're going to have to keep your eye on that defensive end. If he collapses down inside to the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself as a quarterback to the outside. Now, if he stays outside, you're going to go ahead and leave it in the running back's belly. In this case, he pulled it and got some good yards himself.
Short throw to the back, an easy completion. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Stout defense there. It's a 3-yard loss on that run. Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Oh, it's incomplete. Tried a little lob pass there, but doesn't work.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's hauled in way downfield. They make the stop, but it's a big play to the 31.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
And the Cougars pick up enough for a first down. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And that one produces a decent gain.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Now it's third and short in the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He pulls in the catch. He'll go down, but he does have first down yardage.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Ball handed to the running back. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7. They're going to run it. And tackled after a small pickup there. Well within field goal range now, but they're hoping for more as they line up here on third down. Out of the gun now on third down. It's a quick grab. Touchdown, Brigham Young. And that will give them the lead now.
That's what I love about this running back, is he's so dangerous after the catch. You know, you look at him and you think about the ability to run between tackles or even bounce it outside, and that's great. But what makes him really one of the more dangerous backs in the country is this right here. Catch the ball to the backfield, make people miss, and take it into the end zone.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Number 10, set to advance on the football.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start on the 25. And the Ole Miss offense is back out on the field. Keeping it on the ground here. First down, looking for more now. Tackle made at a 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Catch hauled in here over the middle. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Well, Chris, with this style of RPO, the quarterback has to do a really good job of staying on that ride with the running back to make sure that the defense is really up against the run before he can pull it out and throw the football. Here it's a little further downfield, but the same result as far as the potential and the big gain coming off of an RPO.
And the Rebels begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Douglas.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Receiver makes the catch. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Here comes an important 3rd down play. The coach does not want to send the field goal kicker out there after what happened last time. Grab near the sticks. It's Mendez. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down. And the Rebels trying to cash in here in the red zone. Here comes a throw from the red zone. He escapes the pocket. And it's a throwaway. That's a good call down here in the red zone on 1st down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
2nd down after the incompletion. They'll hand it off. But they tackle him after just a 2-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 8.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Catch made on the left side. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the 3rd quarter. BYU has the lead here, Kirk. We've reached the end of the 3rd. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Here we are late in a 1-score game, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. The quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Touchdown, Rebels. What a grab in the end zone in a clutch moment.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
He does his job with a PAT, and this ball game is tied here in the 4th quarter. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Dump off caught by the running back. He shows off the juking ability, but not much room to run. It's a short game.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And he is wide open for a huge gain. Touchdown, BYU. They jump on top now here in the 4th. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. But let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
That's exactly how you want to defend the option. You know, the old school way is assignment football. You have to account for the quarterback, the pitch man. Here, the quarterback had really nothing other than just kind of lower his head and get as much as he could. Fortunately for the defense, it wasn't very much.
Here comes a handoff. An effective play, good for a first down at the 35.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Important second down play coming up. Quarterback still with the football. Breaks loose at the 45. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
Man, we know this guy can spin it, but you can't forget about his wheels, too. That's another first down for this offense, and they are feeling it.
That's a bullet, but it's incomplete. That play makes it 2nd and 10. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Running back has it on a screen now. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
Chris, the timing of this screen pass just seemed to be off. The defense almost waiting for the ball to be thrown. He had nowhere to go by the time he caught it.
Crucial third down play right here. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Makes the grab. It's Douglas. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. The Rebels will look to convert here on 4th down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
I thought the defense did a pretty good job here on this 4th down, but how about the quarterback? Throws an absolute laser to get that one in there for the first down.
It's a run. Running back's got it. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Quarterback keeps the football. The defense swarms him in the backfield. He had nowhere to run, loses 2 yards.
Oh, my gosh. Give this defense all the credit in the world. They had their eyes in the right position, playing assignment football. Quarterback just looking for daylight. Couldn't find anywhere to go there, and the keeper on the option. Again, that's great assignment football by the defense.
On third down, he drops to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made in space. Look out.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. It's an out route. The catch made. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Great connection there for 6 points.
What a touchdown here with under 2 minutes to go. And the big question now, Chris, is do you kick this extra point to tie it up, or do you go for 2 to potentially take the lead? Either way, your defense still is going to have to go out there and make some plays.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the football. Tries to get it to the running back. That ball snagged for a completion. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to it.
The back's got it. Solid game, moves the ball to the 43.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the second and third down coming up.
A gain makes it second and medium. And he drops back in the gun. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Gets some space around the 30. They finally stop him. It's a huge gain down to the 23.
What a gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
BYU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And the quarterback keeps it here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup. Been a really solid drive, and now a challenge here coming up on 2nd and 13. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Grabbed by the receiver. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. Comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. looking to the end zone. It's incomplete. The defense rises up and gets the stop against this very efficient third down offense.
I don't mind this aggressive approach here by the offensive coordinator, taking a shot downfield on third down. Now you can either kick the field goal or still have a chance to go for it.
Tie ball game late, and they're going for it on fourth down. And a timeout is called. They'll talk it over, tied late here in the fourth quarter. So tie game, fourth quarter. They're going to go for it on this fourth down. Crucial play here. They go to the air. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. He goes down right there, but it's enough for a fresh set of downs for this offense.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a fourth down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that first down.
First and goal, final 2 minutes. A chance for the offense to break the tie here very late. Handoff to the back. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
And here comes the field goal unit onto the field. Here we go, a chance to take the lead in the final seconds. And a timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, BYU.
Coach elects to try for 3 points and sends out the field goal unit. So in the final seconds, everything comes down to this field goal attempt for the win. It's